Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to my channel, y'all. Alright, so thank you for people subscribing. Thank you for y'all watching. Thank you for your continued support. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate it. Every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all who comment. Every last one of y'all who subscribe. Every last one of y'all who been patient and just sticking. You know what I mean? Just sticking for real. So we back in the book. All right. So the last time we was talking about the clearing the sexual karma. So that was on 12/14/2020. So this is 12/21/2020, which is was talked about as the Great Conjunction because all these planets was aligned. It was just a lot going on in the sky at the time. I ain't write it down, but I'm always paying attention to the sky. I always got some apps on my phone that's telling me what's going on in the sky. I got an app where you can like look at what's in the sky based on what they want you to know what's in the sky. So yeah, so the Great Conjunction. So lessons I've learned. So I was trying to summarize everything I learned for the year. So here we go. So lessons learned from 2020. Not to be reckless with my womb. Listen to my intuition over everything. So I usually show y'all the page. I didn't show y'all the page. So there we go. Better control of my emotions. How important taking the time out alone to heal is. Loving myself first. Don't be afraid to cry or work through emotions. Yeah, I'm a big crybaby, so that's been one of my things. Like it gets to me that everything makes me want to cry, and so I was just like, and my sister been telling me, you need to learn to accept yourself as you are. You need to learn to accept that you're a crybaby, and it's just like when you're trying to be like strong and having to put on this type of persona, then you don't want to come off as no crybaby because you know that society look at you as weak if you know what I'm saying, if you like that. So this is what I learned about myself. Number 7, meditate, meditate, meditate. If happy at a job, don't quit. Don't quit your job unless you have another one. Depend on the ancestors and spirit guides and Most High. They got your back over humans always. Gaining weight will literally make you sick. So that's what I figured out in 2020. So when I gain a certain amount of weight, it makes me like really sick. Like I'm talking about like body, knees, thighs, legs, like. Now, mind y'all, I was trying to manifest some weight gain, okay? However long back this was. It was still in December. I think it was either November or December, whenever it was when I was over here talking about I want to gain some weight. Because when you tall and you don't have no weight on your body, you look like it don't matter what height you are. If you don't have no weight on your body, you look like a kid. So I just didn't want to look like that. And then I'm tall and slim, so you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to look like that. But I have learned to accept my body the way it is, however it is. If I want to eat something, I eat. If I don't, I don't. Like my body goes through these things. It does its own thing. That's why I always listen to my body, because my body always tell me when enough is enough. It's like, all right, this is enough. Stop that. This is enough. Like I will literally, like my body will reject everything. I won't have an appetite for nothing, none of the stuff that I used to. Is just like it will force me to change my diet. And so at that point, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and do that, because I'm going to starve to death. So let me just go ahead and adapt to what my body is already telling me to do. All right, man, okay. Always, and don't be afraid to speak your truth. Like that's what I started my channel is, like hashtag speak your truth. So it's like, don't be afraid to do that. Be grateful for all things, no matter how small. Smoking weed decreases your clarity, so stay away. Still battling with that, okay? Especially when I'm bloated. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen, women, y'all know, like, we only get like a week out the month where we're not bothered. Like, if you track your menstrual cycle, and you see when you ovulating, that's like a whole 7 days. Your period is up to a 7 days, and then prior to that, you get a whole week of bloating and uncomfortability. Like, there is no magic pill, there is no magic nothing, but when I hit that blunt, I'm relaxed. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So yeah, when I'm feeling like I'm bloated as fuck right now, like I feel so fucking fat, and I'm not. Y'all seen the weight loss on a couple pictures, a couple videos ago. I'm not, but I'm sitting here uncomfortable as fuck, and I feel like I'm 6 months pregnant, and my period ain't even due out till next week. So it's like you only get one. That week, that video that I did a week or so ago, that was the only time that I had that I'm comfortable, where my stomach is flat, where I'm feeling comfortable in my clothes and all of that, because I'll be so like I'm so Ooh, and the only time I get some comfort, and I know a lot of women, like women who suffer from endometriosis and really bad period cramps, when there's no magic pill or whatever, people don't want to get on birth control because it affects them differently, and all of these different stupid side effects and all of this crap. Man, I hit that blunt. That shit relaxes me, especially I'm in the tub, I'm doing my meditation. I hit that blunt before I end it. So it's a battle, whatever. Last one, learning to control and harness my sexual energy, which I feel like I had learned to do over throughout from then to now. So growth. All right, so there's some more stuff. I think this is the same day. Yeah, this is the same day. I didn't write down the times on here. I'm usually on it with that, but when the stuff be coming through, sometimes I just want to write the date and just keep the information flowing so I can keep moving before I start losing the information. All right, so this is things I discovered about myself and my family members. I already talked about my powers in one of the other videos, and I don't want to keep emphasizing on that because people are evil. People will, even though I'm protected by the Most High and all of that, people and my ancestors and my powerful ass spirit guides, people will still try to send things your way to try to keep you from, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep you from tapping into what your true essence is. So I don't want to keep talking about what my powers are or whatever, y'all, because people on the internet is sick, okay? There's a lot of fake gangsters on the internet and witches and warlocks and all of this stuff that want to cast spells on you and your pages. Like, somebody will screenshot this picture of me and try to put me on an altar type shit. Like, people really be doing some crazy shit. Meanwhile, I don't have time for none of that. I don't have time for none of that. I'm too busy raising my vibration, trying to stay positive most of the time. I'm gonna talk about that on another video because some people got me fucked up. Like I don't. This mouth is crazy. All right. So, boom, we're gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip my powers. So my family. So I discovered that part of my family either, was in ancient Kemet, Nubia. My youngest son is definitely in tune. He be predicting stuff. Like, yeah, my youngest son is, yeah. So during this time, while I was meditating and getting these downloads, so, I still haven't understood, because I don't want to claim I am a reincarnated of this, or I'm a reincarnated of this, because you don't know. It's people can pick up on these energies or whatever, but everybody wants to claim that they are this incarnated this and that. Maybe so to in some instances, but maybe this was an energy I was in a previous life, but I definitely was in Egypt in a previous life, which would explain my tattoos that I got throughout my life. And my niece and my sister and all of us, we just was in tune with certain energies at that time. So we were more like priestesses in that time frame or whatever. So I ain't gonna talk too much on that one either, because a lot of this information was for me, so that I can create, and my family, so that I can create a grimoire, so that we know where we come from, and also my downloads, and then so that they can add to it when they get older and they start tapping into the energies. I can say this one though, I do know that the females in our family are highly intuitive, and after talking to my mom, but we was talking at the time, we definitely have a spiritual connection with the dead and or premonitions through the dream state. So I also found out that I had such a hard life because I was chosen to break the family curses and to break us free of the karma and generational curses placed upon our bloodline and lineage, consciously and unconsciously. So that was that part. The next part goes into, y'all just be talking and don't be realized, like, the time just be going and going and going. And I don't want these videos to be too long because, yeah, I be just getting off of work. I had to do something with my son, and I ain't even get to wind down yet. So, yeah, the next part of these looks like it's poems. And so I'm going to talk, some of these are very explicit. Sexual, and this is how I was able to like transmute my sexual energy. I just started writing about it. When I tell y'all I transmuted a lot of this energy, a lot of it got transmuted into poems and coloring. I just did this one. I'm gonna show y'all this one I just did yesterday. So I just did this one yesterday, and then after that I'm gonna get off here. I just did this one yesterday. So I like to color. And everything is always, I'm aligned, my chakras are aligned. So everything is rainbow. Like, my favorite color is the rainbow. Everything about me is rainbow. Like, so I always incorporate the rainbow in my colorings. And then for this one, I noticed that it was like so many different people and faces in there. So I wanted to kind of like have them, each person like stand out. So he's a whole person. He's the orange man, because I don't know, I wanted to go with orange. So we got the orange man over here, and then we got the yellow lady and the blue man, and then we got the green man back here as well. And I think that's it. Yeah. So his bow and arrow. This reminded me, when I seen this, the orange man reminded me of Chiron. And the Sagittarius centaur, because of the bow and arrow. So yep, that's it, y'all. Oh, let me show you my outfit for work. I don't have everything on, because by the time I come holler at y'all, I done took half of my wardrobe off. But you can see my little dress I had on, my little sparkly leggings, yeah, and all this bloat I was talking about right here, yo. So peace, love, and hair grease.